All right, time for the speech. Here's my note card. Got my adults and our campfire. Okay, first off, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I'm going to go over home mortgages and hopefully help you out in the future if you ever are searching for a new home and deciding what home loan to get. And at the end of this speech, I hope that you can decide on what is the best loan for you, right? There are several types of mortgage loans out there today, 6 to be exact, but the most 3 common are FHA, VA, and conventional loans. I'm going to go over some pros and cons of each and every one of them, and again, like I said earlier, I hope that it helps you decide, because at the end of the day, you can choose any loan you want, right? But to start with, we're going to start with FHA loans, okay? FHA loan is a government-backed loan, right? And according to LendingTree, one of the pros is a low down payment with a low credit score, right? So that's a plus for some people who don't have good credit. But if your credit score is from 500 to 579, you have to have at least 10% down. But if you have a 580 or higher, you only have to have 3.5% down, right? So that can be a pro. One of the cons is a higher total mortgage insurance, right? And if people don't know what mortgage insurance is, I suggest get on Google, search it, because it is important to have and it's required for an FHA loan. Up here in Virginia, specifically the Norfolk, Virginia Beach area, VA loan is the most commonly used. Also, it is another government-backed loan. And what that means is the government says, hey, we will lend you this money, and it is insured by us, basically from, I'm drawing a blank here, but the funding, the Treasury, Department of Treasury, the laptop went dark. Okay, it's still recording, so sorry about that, guys. We're going to keep going here. VA loans, like I said, it's backed by government funding, so it's insured. So if a mortgagee does not pay it back, the mortgagor is not liable to pay the government back, in a sense, right? So that's definitely a pro. VA loans for military members, you don't need a down payment. The only con that I see with VA loans is that if the market is a seller's market and you have multiple people that are going head to head for loans, right? They're throwing in offers left and right. If one of them is a VA loan and the other one's an FHA loan or a conventional loan, they're probably going to shut down the VA loan because of the funding fee, the higher closing costs, and then a con, according to VeteransUnited.com, one of the cons for VA loans is the stricter, housing guides. You have to have the appraisal that has to be up to code according to the government standards. You have to have a survey most of the times, depending on the property lines. If it's a lot and block system of the neighborhood, normally they don't require it, but if you're going to have an acre lot or a couple acre lot, you're going to have that survey, because depending on, like I say, how close the neighbors are. Stricter requirements for VA loans, remember that. So on to conventional loans. According to HomeGuides.com, a conventional loan is a quicker loan, right? It has no limits. It could be from $0 to $1 billion worth of a loan. But that comes with higher down payments, obviously. You definitely got to have good credit, or at least a lot of cash to just back up your loan, or equity. So, yeah, high down payment, like I said. Closing costs are a lot higher too than conventional loan. The fees that come along with the loan as well are extremely much higher than your regular FHA or VA loan. Sorry guys, I'm making my notes. Due closing cannot be rolled into the loan like those other loans either. So like when you close with a VA loan, right, any of those closing costs sometimes just get rolled into the loan, whether the seller's paying it or whatever's left over from the buyer. If there was some more cushion from the appraisal to the sale price, you can roll it into the loan. You cannot do that with a conventional loan. And yeah, so really that is the conclusion of my speech as far as the three type of loans that I discussed, pros and cons of each. And I really recommend that you get on Investopedia.com. There's a bunch of different sites you can research if you want more information. But at this time, this is the end of my speech. And does anyone have any questions or concerns about my loan buying process?
No.
All right, good to go. That's okay. There's 2 videos. That's definitely 5 minutes. Now I just got to figure